and how can you use it to improve your customer journey? We're here talking about brand experience and brand strategy. And this is take two because I started at 12 and something happened. So I'm hoping that this is working. And if you give me a second, I want to make sure that it's working. And let me see. Let me see. Okay. I might have two. Oh yeah. Okay. You gotta love it. So I'm always testing things. So I'm trying something out with an encoder, and I think I was in the in the wrong place, but now I'm here. So welcome everybody. We're here to talk about brand experience and why is brand experience important. So brand experience is all of those touch points, all of those interactions between your business and your brand. Why is that important? Why do we care about branding? And remember, I said branding is not your logo. Well, it's not your logo. It's more than your logo. It's more than your colors. It's more than the visual representation of your business online. That's an important part of it. But there's another part that's more important that you have to focus on, and that's brand experience. What is your business doing with the customer journey in order to facilitate it to make it better so that customer is not a one and done? They're going to come back and continue to do business with you. And here's the best part, they are going to talk about you to other people in real life and online so you have more exposure and can possibly have more customers. Isn't that great? That's what branding is all about. Branding is about consistent messaging across different channels to where if someone who doesn't know anything about you, but maybe they got a recommendation from someone else, that they can see, hey, this might be a business that I can trust. They might deliver on their promise because branding is about delivering on your promises. You want to make sure that whatever you say that you're going to deliver. Because if you don't, that's a breakdown in the brand experience, which can leave a sour taste in a customer's mouth to where they express that online. And we're in the age now where everybody has an opinion and everybody is online saying and doing things. And you cannot just poo poo it away and go, well, they only have 500 followers. They only have 200 followers. They don't have a lot of followers. Well, it's not about that number, it's about the exposure. Because you don't know what kind of exposure a person who has 500 followers on Instagram have. They might have a dedicated fan base or people that follow them and believe every word that they say. So, do you really want to alienate people that you say, hey, that person only has a small amount of followers, but those followers are people, and if they trust what that person is saying, they're going to take that and it's going to be top of mind. So this is a part of branding also. You want to make sure that top of mind, which means I'm aware of what your business is about. I'm not ready to buy. That's what top of mind means. So you want to make sure that every interaction on this customer journey is positive. You want to keep it positive. You want to keep the negative to a minimum because the exposure to someone who might be a customer in the future, you want it to be positive instead of negative. So you want to facilitate that sale because that's what we do as business owners. We want to make sure that the process to buy from us is easy, is pleasant, we like it, because you want them to come back and do more business with you. So that's a part of the brand experience. Now I've got some definitions here. I'm always coming with the definitions. Let me bring that up about what is brand experience. Well, first, it's your promise. Your brand is your promise. You're creating your promise to your customers of you're going to deliver. I've got what you need. I'm going to deliver it. That's your promise. And your brand experience is a lasting impression that a company creates with their customer and how the brand affects their feelings and behavior, because branding is about feeling. It is about giving someone a good feeling, a good taste in their mouth when they come away from, buying something from your business. Because they're going to take that and they're going to carry it to all their friends, all of their followers, if they decide to express their opinion online. And everybody's expressing their opinions because we've got all these devices. Technology makes it easy now. So you can't say, well, that person has a small amount of followers. Nobody's going to see them. Nobody's going to pay attention to it. We're in the age where people are paying attention to local things, not just global news, but local things that may catch their eye based on their interests, who they follow, and if your business or your brand breaks down and doesn't deliver on the promise, then you're going to hear about it. And you want to keep these interactions positive. You want to, and I'm not talking about if a customer is, negative or irate or whatever. Those you have ways of dealing with that. I mean that when they come away from buying something from you, whether it's a product or a service, you want to make sure that they have a good feeling, so they carry that feeling over to their lives, whether it's in real life or online. Because a lot of people share things online, they get discovered, there's search, there's following, there's hashtags, all kind of things. So you want to make sure that the brand experience with the customer ends on a good note and continues on a good note. And that's where the customer service comes in. You want to make sure your customer service is okay, because that can carry out online, and people could say, well, I had a good experience or a bad experience. People will pay attention to that. So we're in an age where you can't sweep things under the rug or decide that, I don't need to act that way. I don't need to, give them a positive experience because they bought from me. I've got the sale. I have their money, whatever. Well, you want to keep it to where you have a customer that returns. You want a returning customer. Because, you don't want to, well, every time you go online or you post something, you have to start all over fresh and say, well, I've got to get a new customer. I got to get a new customer. If you have one that's already satisfied and they've shown that satisfaction to you, you want to keep them in the fold. You want to keep them close to you by saying, hey, I got your email. You sent, hey, I've got a deal for you. Or I've got something that you're interested in. You want to put the nibbles out so they come back to you. But if you don't make sure that brand experience, that experience when they buy from you is not great, it doesn't matter what sale you have. It doesn't matter how enticing it is. They're not going to return to buy from you because the brand experience was horrible. We don't want that, right? Can we all agree? We want happy customers. Happy customers, happy business. It's like a pebble. You throw it in the ocean, or you throw it in the lake or whatever. It makes waves. It goes out. So you want that one customer, that pebble, to make positive waves that brings more customers to you on the shore. Got it? All right. So I have some tips for you. We can't talk about brand experience and building a better brand and bringing more customers, increasing growth of your business without some tips. So I've got three tips for creating a great brand experience. One, make the best first impression. Make I'm getting tied up. Make the best first impression. It's like going on a date. The first date, you want to put your best foot forward. You want to put on clean clothes and pressed clothes, no wrinkly clothes. Everything is stylish. You look good. You got your hair and everything's done. You put on things to make yourself look good, the best first impression. So you want to do that with a new customer, with someone who's buying from you for the first time, because you want to lead to another interaction, which with a date, you want a second date, right? So that's the whole idea. The first date is to get the second date. So the first purchase is to what? Get another purchase. So you have to start out, make the best first impression. Okay, and what does that do? What does that mean for your business, especially online? Well, if you got a website, make sure everything looks nice. There are no typos. All the links work. If you have a funnel or you use the link in bio on your profile, make sure that works. If you promise something, a free checklist, ebook, whatever it is, make sure that link works and is not broken, because people are not going to make the effort to find you and find the right link. And this happens a lot, because I will test out people's link in their bio, and if it's broken or if it doesn't go to the place that they promised, I'm like, I'm out of here. I'm done. And you're never going to well, I'm not going to say never, but you might not see that person again. You may try it again, and maybe they forgot the first time that I clicked on the link and it didn't go anywhere. Or you promised me something. You promised me a template. You promised me a roadmap, a checklist. And when I clicked on the link, it went somewhere else. They might forget about that. So you might have a second chance, but you always want to start off with the best first impression. Number 2, be authentic. This one is so important. Don't copy anybody that you see online. Don't copy their style, their wording. And this happens a lot. This happens a lot, more than you would think. People just copy and paste everything that somebody else has done and use it on their pages for their business. Don't do that. Be authentic. Be authentic, because you want to be genuine. You want to show that you're trustworthy. You want to be consistent in your messaging. So if you copy and paste somebody's message, you got to copy and paste all the time. So you don't want to copy and paste. You want to be authentic. You want to be original. You want to have people believe in your brand and believe in you. So you have to be authentic. Be honest and authentic. Don't copy anybody else. Don't copy anybody else's paper. It's not school. Like, don't look over and start copying. No. Why is that important? Because if you're yourself, if you're authentic, it's like, you hear that saying about when you tell a lie, you have to remember all these things, but when you tell the truth, it's like, okay, it's the truth. It comes out right all the time. Same thing here. Be authentic. Be yourself. Now you may want to, not embellish, but you may want to put an entertaining spin on yourself, but always be truthful, authentic, and original in what you're doing, because people connect with that. They can tell, especially if you're doing anything online, podcasting, live streaming, video, all of that stuff. They can tell, they can see. We got eyes. We can read all the cues that we see on the screen or hear with the voice. All right, and number 3, tell your brand story. Tell your business story. Now, this ties into being authentic. So you want to tell a meaningful brand story. That means your truth. Your truth. And don't say, well, it doesn't sound like a Hollywood story. It's not supposed to be a Hollywood story. It's not supposed to be Cinderella, Once Upon a Time, all that, the Three Bears. It's supposed to be your story, the truth, authentically you. Because that's what people connect with your business. They don't connect with your business. They connect with you explaining your messaging, telling your story of, this is why I started my company. This is why I do what I do. I want to help this. I want to do that. So you want to tell your brand story because it's yours. It's yours. It doesn't belong to anybody else. It's yours. So you want to do that, and you want to humanize your brand. It's a way to make everything more human, more connected, especially online. You want to do that. You want to have an authentic brand story. And an easy way to do that, I'm going to give you a tip. An easy way to do that with technology is to use a voice recorder app, or even better, use a voice transcription app. The one that I use that I recommend is Otter.ai, OTTER.ai. They have a free version that I think you get like 30 minutes free, and it will record your voice, and it will transcribe your voice into text. What's good about that? You can take that text and make blog posts. You can make social media posts. You can have text for your podcasting. You can do little video clips over graphic, and you can have that. You can take that text and put it on video, or you could take the audio and make clips. There's a lot of things you can do with that. So you want to do, and again, when you're doing the voice recording, you're practicing, or not rehearsing, but you're practicing messaging, getting it right. Because you're not going to get it right the first time. You're going to go, oh, that doesn't sound right. Oh, I messed up. Also, the thing with your brand story, if you feel like there's a lot of negative things or something that you want to share, you don't want to share, don't share. Your story doesn't have to be 20 pages. It could be a paragraph, a couple sentences. But it has to convey why you're doing what you're doing, the messaging that you want to get across to your target audience, right? You want to connect with them. So make sure the message that you're giving out will connect with them, because you've done all the research. When you do when you create your marketing plan, your marketing strategy, your brand strategy, you've done a lot of research. And if you haven't done that, look in the description below. I've got links to all of that information, how to set up a marketing strategy, how to, get your planning together, your brand strategy. If you need help with that, we talked about it. So look in the description box below this video and the information will be there for you. And thank you for watching today. I'm glad that, you're here and you want to learn more about branding, get better at branding. So a part of your branding strategy has to incorporate brand awareness. It's much more than visuals of logos and fonts and colors. You need to get your messaging together. You need to get your story together. That means be authentically you. I gave you the 3 tips. Let's go back over them one more time. The 3 tips: make the best first impression, number 1. Number 2, be authentic. And number 3, tell your brand story. Once you get those 3 parts together and you rehearsed it, like I said, you use a voice recording app. You don't have to use Otter. There's tons of others, but figure out how to do it to make it easier for you. You can, do a couple takes, do it until you feel like, this sounds right. This sounds right for my target audience, somebody that's following me that, is a potential customer. You know the messaging that you need to say to them. So practice that with the app. You'll get better at it, and then you're going to have brand awareness be a part of your strategy to help you grow your business online and get more sales, because that's what we want as business owners. We want to get more sales. Okay, so if you like this video, please, thumbs up, give it a like. Also, if you're not subscribed to my channel, please do so now. I really would appreciate that. And also, you'll get notified. Make sure you click the bell so you get notified when there's live videos or any new videos that are up. And I will see you on the next video.